Deni got him in all categories, including the most important one, a win. But that's really cool for both of them to get a chance to play in Brooklyn. There were a lot of fans here to support both of them. So that was a cool sight.
Yeah, a very representative effort from Ben Saraf. Here he is post-game.
What was the biggest challenge, especially in that first half, that allowed Portland to get out to that big lead?
I think the main thing for us was protecting the paint. We didn't do a good job on that, and also the free throws. I think they had like 22 or something, like the entire game. Offensively, we didn't shoot enough threes. They did a good job against us, forcing us to get floaters and mid-ranges. So these are the main things.
I know you've mentioned about cleaning up your game, especially when it comes to the turnovers, but defensively you had 4 steals tonight. What were you locked in on? And then moving forward, what are some of the areas defensively that you're still hoping to showcase?
I feel like in one-on-one defense, I'm doing a pretty good job. I think the next step for me is the off-the-ball defense. Be aware all the time where the other players do the rotation the right way. This is the next step for me defensively.
What was it like to face Deni in a matchup like this?
It was great. I was waiting for this game a long time. He's a great dude, great friend of mine, especially with Danny Wolf too. Like 3 Israelis at the same time on the court was something very special.
You guys exchanged jerseys. What will you do with that jersey?
What did I do with the jersey? I took it. I took.
And so what will you do with that jersey?
Oh no, I'm gonna hang it somewhere in my house, I guess, or I don't know.
You said Deni's a great friend to you. Just throughout this process of making the transition to the NBA, just like what kind of a role has he played, or what advice did he give to you throughout the process?
I think it started last year when we had the scrimmage against them with that I played in Germany, and since then we're in touch all the time. I think the main thing that he told me about is really taking care of your body. It's a huge thing, the recovery and everything. He got experience from that, so and he had like 82 games. He had a season with 82 games, so I have a lot to learn from him, and he's really helping me with everything.
Ben, I apologize if this question's a little broad, but what would you say are the biggest differences between the Ben that's sitting in front of us talking to us now and, the Ben we first met back in June of last year when he got drafted?
I think maybe I got kind of used to it. I did the adjustments. As a person living in New York, also as a player on the court, so kind of got used to everything. So I think I feel more comfortable, with more confidence here. So it's a good thing.
You said this was a big night for Israeli basketball. Obviously, to have 3 players on the court at the same time is a big deal. And then on Deni, having an all-star season and really emerging as a star in the league, just what kind of impact do you think that's had, back home from anybody you've talked to, or just, what do you think that means to people back home?
Huge. It's a huge impact. I feel like the whole entire year, everybody in Israel followed him. Everybody was supporting. I mean, the guys from Israel knows how big was it. To have an Israeli all-star for the first time, it was huge. So all of us, we were very happy for him.